and welcome in everyone. A day that we have all expected, a day that I was called crazy for even suggesting that the SEC would appeal. I kept saying, when was the last time the SEC decided not to appeal in a case of this manner? It's unprecedented if they would not have appealed. So I fully expected this. I've been targeting that 52-cent mark for a while. As most of you know, my big target here was to come down to 52 cents and try to create this inverse head and shoulder. I've got a massive play at 52 cents. I put a $2,000 to the side here. I'll probably use, if it does this properly, $1,700 in a spot position to add to it. If it plays the way it should. If it comes all the way to 40, I'm going to be ecstatic, but I don't think so. Look how oversold we are. There's no coincidences when I start the lives. I do this in a very fashionable way. And yes, I am not home right now, but damn it, I'll be damned if I don't come on. And this is my second live of the day, even though I'm not home. I'm the most committed person you'll ever see to this space. I don't land base it. 51.5 cents was my target all day, right? Ever since we lost that support, where did I circle? I'm not a bullshitter. I know what I'm watching. And I said earlier today, I know it doesn't seem like it, but I know where it's coming. I know where we're going, and I circled it for everybody. So that's my targeted next buy if I'm going to do a leverage trade. Anything else just had to miss me today because it's just the way it goes. Roach, yes, the SEC has filed the appeal, and we will talk about that as well. Smashing in Texas, welcome in. Ring Thane, good evening. Love seeing you here. He says, no butt kissing here, but so thankful we have time to help break this down. Need to join /super chat when I can. Not a requirement, Ring Thane. If it ever becomes possible, I would greatly appreciate the pay it forward mentality. But the fact you're in here and you help perpetrate the knowledge, that actually means more to me than any financial compensation could. To have you guys and gals in here with no expectation is what I want. If you decide to donate to my cause, join Tom's Army, send a super chat, things like that, that's a bonus. But I need you guys in here and gals so that we can stay on the same page because this happens very quickly. I tried to give us all an opportunity over the weekend, and I told everybody when I sold the leverage at 65.4. I didn't even get the top at 66, whatever. But I knew it was going to be a quick run up, and I didn't know the lawsuit was going to happen, the appeal today, but I did know after the sellout by the escrow that it was just going to come right back down. But I did target 51.5 cents for a reason. And I'm not a genius, let me tell you that. Sir Smokes, welcome in, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for your first month with the emoji badge and me being abducted by aliens. Kryptonian, welcome in, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for 6+ months with the XRP Predictor. I love it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, let's see how low it goes indeed, Sir Smokes a lot. DJRC, thanks for continuing in Tom's Army for your second month. That means so much to me with the Dusty's Outhouse Crypto News. I love it. Thank you so much. Like, I am so eternally grateful for this audience. You guys allow me to do this what I have to do. Nope, Terrestrial has to approve the appeal. Yes, that is correct. They do, but the SEC has officially filed their position to appeal, and it's very unlikely that it won't be pushed through. So, you're absolutely right about that, Lee. Jose says, damn, rotate to Bitcoin XRP time is first quarter 2025. You, my man, are exactly what I've been talking about. First, and 2025 is the real time to shine. And 28 to 2032 is the actual 4-year stretch where we're going to make that true run. But we'll have some great opportunity in 25 for appreciation. There is no doubt about that. UK Phil, welcome in, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for over 6 months with the XRP Predictor. Greatly appreciate that. Mosey here, welcome in, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for over 6 months with the XRP Predictor. If you guys and gals appreciate my work, consider joining Tom's Army at times like this, or sending a YouTube super chat when I'm putting myself on the line and I put in all this work. You know, actually, you know what? Don't donate anything today. That's actually a bad statement. When we get the rebound, and if you guys buy appropriately at the next dump, because look how oversold we're getting. I'm telling you guys right now, a big opportunity setting up. There's a reason why we didn't buy the drop here after the weekend, because 51.55 is the actual targeted buy. I'm telling you, if we can get the proper back test off of this and not come right through to 41 cents, that would be huge. Oh, it would be huge. We have not bottomed yet. 51.5 it has to come down to, in my opinion. If it doesn't, it doesn't, but that's where I really think we have to come down to. That's the 2018 resistance as support. And since we busted this pattern already, we came down below 59.8, which is the cup and handle support. We failed the rising channel support at 63.9. So now if we fail the 52 cents, we have to come to 41.98. Nobody wants that. Because we already fell through the September 6th uptrend, which we talked about in the live earlier today, which was at 57 cents. We fell through the 55 cent support. We figured once we lost 57, it was coming to 52. It was like 56.7. So I don't think it's going to come through 52, though. I really, really don't. I do not think, for transparency, I don't think we're coming through 51.5. Now, did we come close enough at 52.7? I don't know. It seems to me like we need a little more land basting. It'd be too easy to come through right here, in my opinion. So you could get a quick bounce and then a retreat here. I think we're going to come down to 51.5. My target's at 51.5, and that's just the way it goes. I'm not going away from what my charts tell me. It got me all the way down to here where I circled it. I sure as hell ain't going away from it now. But that's what I'm seeing here. And yeah, after the escrow dump, it doesn't make it easier now that Kryptonian, wow, thank you for the $5 donation. He says you certainly deserve more. That is crazy awesome. Thank you so much for that, Kryptonian. Thank you so much for that. That's unbelievable. How low can I see XRP going? Well, I've been trying to be very clear here. I think that 51.55 cents should act as a floor here, at least in the short term. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. Jorge, welcome in, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for your first month with the emoji badge of me being abducted by aliens. That is awesome. That is awesome. And that is my face superimposed on there. I kid you not. Sammy, welcome in. Syrian, welcome in, my most trusted mod here. Being in Tom's Army for your 3 months plus with the XRP meter, but also being a very trusted mod. Thank you so much for that, love. I greatly appreciate that. Hello to you, and I hope you're having a blessed evening, Syrian. Really, really do. Let's see. Jordan, welcome in. Nazir, good evening, and thanks for being one of the newest members in Tom's Army with your first month with the emoji badge of me being abducted by aliens. I am eternally grateful for you joining Tom's Army in this stressful time here for XRP. Means a lot to me, my friend. Rex, welcome in. I reckon this will go on for another year now if appeal gets accepted. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, into 25 for sure. Decoy, of course, then appeal. It's so tough holding XRP. Only if you buy it at the wrong times. Remember, you can't be married to it, but when we get the cycle switches, it's easy. Right now, it's still easy. We bought at 34 and 38. We got to sell some over the top. But right now, we haven't gone on a big run yet since 38. So right now, it's the accumulation phase. I'm telling everybody that we have not got into a bullish cycle for XRP. We're still in a consolidation. So if you do this right, it's not going to matter in 10 years. You just got to do it right. You can't be buying it every time it has a pump. You got to buy it during the drops. You cannot. I told everybody when it got to 66, there's going to be a lot of people licking their wounds here in a few days because that's what they thrive on when it comes to the escrow dump. And now look what happened. With the news of the appeal, do you think it's ironic timing that it came after the escrow dump so that Ripple could get maximum dollar? I'm just saying, if you read between the lines, we can see what's going on here. Retail is getting played like a blind fool. Retail is putting up the expense for this company, and that's how it's supposed to be if you're an investor. But at the same time, the manipulation becomes a little much for some. For me, it's fantastic. I've made so much money off of XRP, it would make some of your heads literally blow off your shoulders. It's that simple. Big CJ, welcome in. George's lawyer, good evening. So this is it. The appeal is going to drag this out for another minimum for what I've heard. It'll probably drag it out until mid-25 at the earliest. I've told everybody. When do I tell everybody? When's the real time for XRP? 2028 to 2032, and everybody gets pissed off at me. I'm sorry I'm going to have to wait until I'm 48 fucking years old or 49 for this to materialize. But if you tell me at 20 or at 40 that my 40 or $3,500 will turn into 100 plus grand by then, some people get pissed. I say, okay, send me over, sign me the fuck up. Because all of my profit I've put in to precious metals when it was much cheaper, into commodities that's built up fucking 400% this year. You know, into other things like XRP Healthcare and XRP and things like that. Guys, I'm telling you, there's something bigger going on here, and they're fucking dissolving us. My beard would already be gray if I didn't dye it. You better believe it. I've been dyeing my hair since I was in fucking high school, basically. But it's definitely going grayer, that's for sure. I never used to have it in my beard until I started covering XRP. Don't, hey, win streak, I'm telling you right now, do not just give up. I am telling you right now, this happens in every big cycle with something that actually has a formidable application to the future. I'm telling you, this happened with Tesla back in the day. This happened in the dot-com bubble. This happened to Bitcoin in the original beginning. It's not, no, that's absolutely incorrect. It's never a buy. It's never a buy. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. You know what? I apologize, Shreya. I apologize to you because I misread that. I thought you said it's always a buy, never a sell, like a bad thing. You're being honest. It's always a buy right now when it goes low and you don't sell yet because the cycle hasn't played out. Actually, I agree with you and I apologize, my friend. I'm sorry for that. I'm glad that I actually read it thoroughly to where I was like, because Shrap Nels actually had a great point there. Thank you for that, friend. I don't think I timestamped this. Thanks, Shrap. I appreciate you understanding. I get a little emotional, as most of you know. I'm very passionate about what I do. Kyle, welcome in. Adam Z, good evening. Winstreak, welcome in. That court case is never ending. Not until they're ready. Oh, it was also 2 texts. Okay, so maybe it took me a second to to put it together. Tanya, welcome in, love, and thank you for being in Tom's Army for over 2 years with the XRP 589 Moon Badge. That's incredibly generous. Thank you so much for that, love. Like, one of our most popular members, hands down between her and Miss Vicky. It's not even close. Not that anybody else should be jealous. I know JW ranks up there, too. A lot of people talk about JW when he's not here as well. But I thank you, not Miss Vicky, but Tanya. I really thank you. We've also got, let's see, Mr. Cooley says Judge Therese can still deny. Yes, Therese can, but the reasoning for how I put it in my title is the SEC's filed their appeal. Now, whether or not Judge Annalisa Therese allows us to go through is another thing, but at least for our knowledge, Judge Annalisa Therese has told us, hey, this is what's happening, and the price is kind of acting as if this is going to go through. Ooh, the fear and greed is at 42, trading with J-Ride. Thank you so much for that information. We'll take a look at the fear and greed index as we go reading on this case. But thank you for being in Tom's Army for well over 2 years, Randad. Thank you so much for that with the XP 589 Moon Badge. We've got such a dedicated audience. I am so lucky. And if you want to get on board with XRP, look in the video description below. There's BITUNIX and HOTCOIN. Like, for spot, you take your choice worldwide, honestly. I don't know where JW is, Tanya, honestly. I said that today, and he is not in here. Yet. John Patak, welcome in, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for over 1 year with the I Told You So badge. Bye, indeed. SK19, don't be demoralized. This is where they play with your emotion. Guys, listen. Remember, is it strategic timing that they would put this news out right after we heard about? To put it on the land-based thing, basically. 2 things. 1, the ETF that was filed in Delaware. That's not a joke. By Bitwise. That is not a joke. They premeditated the ruling for the ETFs for both Bitcoin and Ethereum. That is going to happen. The other thing is look what else happened today. And I said it earlier today when I did my live. This is being put on the back burner. What did Dubai do with Ripple today? What did Dubai do? Ripple receives in principle license to approve in Dubai. So basically, this is for blockchain purposes. So I want to show you the exact how it said. Regulatory approval from Dubai. They get to go to the United Arab Emirates, and they got a expansion of their cross-border payments in the UAE. That is such huge news today that got put on the back burner. So do you think this is all a facade here, saying that we have the appeal so that people will sell out? No great venture ever goes unharmed because they don't want the general. I'm telling you guys, read between the fucking lines. Excuse my friends. Read between the lines, okay? And I got to ask a real question. Did I timestamp this? I got to know, did I timestamp this? I really don't know. George's lawyer, welcome in. He says the appeal is going to... Yep, Big CJ, welcome in. Nope, I did not do a timestamp. How long have I been doing this? Holy fuck, 15 minutes. Blaine, welcome in. Roach, good evening. Lonzo, welcome in. I really appreciate you tuning in. Jano, Kyle, Lee, Simply Better. Adam Z. Good evening. UK Phil, welcome in along with Rob Holklick. Thanks for being in time zone for 6+ months with the XRP Predictor. Messi, welcome in. XRP is still not a security. XRP will pump in weeks. I agree. This is going to be one big kick in the nuts, but it's not going to be for the reason you think. It's going to get a lot of people out of a position they should have never exited. Max XRP, great again. Welcome in. Cam Creative, good evening. Man, there's a lot of people in here. Win Streak, good evening. Mike says XRP will not reach $1. Tom is never going to cut his hair. I mean, look at this. I literally have a pony now. I haven't had cut my hair since July of 2023 because I said I wouldn't until it hit at least $1, but until all-time highs is when I planned on it. Look how long my goatee is. Like, Jesus. The only thing that makes this look better is that I've lost a lot of weight since I started on this channel because I got into better shape. Otherwise, I'd look like, I don't know what I'd look like. Mr. Cooley, welcome. Jack Fall Trades, good evening. A lurker indeed. I'm glad to see you in here since 21. That's awesome. Rux, welcome in. Win Streak, good evening. XRP will go down more. I agree. It's targeting 52.2 cents. Sold my kidney on I don't know who blocked it, but I want it to show, but it won't let me because my mod blocked it. But that's funny. He said I told him sold his kidney on his advice. He's gonna Sorry about that, Mo, but I'm not a financial advisor, and if you sold your kidney, that's risky business. Bozak, welcome. Lonzo, good evening. Valentine, welcome in. Calvin, welcome. Buy more. John Page. Let's see. Who did I miss? Brian, welcome in. Thanks for being in Tom's Army for over 1 month. Or your first month with the emoji badge of me being abducted by aliens. Let's see. 13 minutes ago, you went live. DJ Jelly Baby. I don't even know who that is, but somebody went live apparently, unless they're talking to me. SEC sued Ripple for Ripple. The whales are swimming. Absolutely, Jacob. I could see that. I actually, you know what? I could see that. That's actually not a bad point. All right, now I'm caught up. So good evening. 6:40 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Wednesday, October 2nd, 2024. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So I had a lot of questions about my son. As you know, he had his procedure today with his, because he's got a G-tube. They had to change out the balloon and such for the first time and make sure everything was good. It went fantastic. They were so happy with how he did. My son handled it very well. And he got a beautiful checkup. So we're enjoying the rest of the day here, and then we go back home tomorrow. So for everybody with the great wishes, the thoughts and wishes, I know a lot of people were nervous because of what happened with us back in May. And my son's scared, like he literally almost died and stuff. And then I thought he had like leukemia and stuff. So it was a pretty big deal. We were in the hospital for 11 days with him. It's a G-tube. So basically it goes into his intestinal tract, and then you basically feed him like it's a formula that has all the stuff that it needs for like the growing body, because my son's 5. But he still eats some by mouth, but he was in a very bad accident when he was 6 months old with Julie, my significant other. And it was an interesting time. But now he's got the G-tube. You feed him through it, like the formulas and stuff. And it gives him all the fiber and nutrition and everything you can think of for development. And then as he learns to eat like regular foods, more normal, then they can go away from that as he gets older. But he's pretty severely developmentally delayed, but he's doing very well in his special needs programs in school. And he goes to physical therapy twice a week for his foot, because he's got his shin displacement now. He broke his femur when he was 6 months old in the car accident, so his foot's pushed out. But he's a trooper. So then he also he's got OT, occupational therapy, speech, and physical therapy at school 5 days a week. And then he's got physical therapy twice a week after school. And then he's got speech therapy once a week after school. And then he'll eventually be doing food therapy when they get an opening. But he's a friggin' trooper. He loves it. And he's been doing great. He's come so far in the last 6 months, it's insane. So he got a very good checkup, and I'm very thankful for everybody who keeps him in their thoughts and prayers. Let's just put it that way. Yes, the thumbs up is very important. I will clean up the swearing. I know there's been a little more than usual this evening. Not a bad comment. That's a good constructive criticism because there are a lot of kids watching. I can't lie. Parents with their kids, so I promise you I will do better in that regard. I will do better. But XRP right now, what I'm watching for, we fell out of this, obviously. I don't think we're going to come all the way to 40 cents. If we do, I'd be stunned. I'm targeting 51.55 cents. For anybody who's new, I think that's a great range to target here. I really, really do. That's the 2018 resistance, still acting as a very big layer of support. And does anybody remember a couple before Friday, when we talked about, we came up, created what could have been a left shoulder, and if we came down here and did it again, couldn't that be in? And watch this. Just hear me out here. And I know sometimes it takes a minute to be like, okay, maybe this is what's happening. Let's say we came down here, created the head. What if by coming up here and dragging on here, we create the inverse right shoulder? Like boom, 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 and then phew. I got a strange feeling that this was set up on purpose. I was begging it to come down here. How many of you remembered on Friday when I said after it makes the run up to 63.9, we didn't know how much higher it could go, but it behooved us not to come up there over the weekend from 58.5. I know all of you were here because you all made money if you were here with the leverage trade, even a spot trade. But then we said, once it came below that, honestly, like all you need to know is the analysis. The only thing that was holding us up today was that September 6, 2024 uptrend at just about 56.7 cents. Once it broke that, there was nothing. And then it had to come down to 51.5. And we haven't come down there yet. So is the odds that it's not going to come all the way down here? The odds are that it fucked with people for a minute. And then it messed with people. That doesn't look great. Does that look like a big bounce? This looks like a J hook. The J hook is bearish for all intents and purposes. The J hook is bearish. That doesn't look good in the 1 minute. Certainly doesn't look good in the 3 minute. It's going to come up a little bit though, but it doesn't look great for an overall continuation. Man. Tanya says, trooper like you, Tom, you and Julie are amazing. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I think we are troopers, but you know, I think as long as you give your full effort. Oh, hi. What's up? Hello. That's fine.
How's it going?
Good. There is 169 people in here. Only 79 likes.
Uh-oh.
Less than 50%. I think we can do better on the like buttons just for the knowledge so far tonight.
Press the like button.
For Julie, hit that like button. If you think Julie's awesome, hit that like button.
Because he did a good job today.
Oh, yeah, for T, hit that like button. See, she said T did a good job. We have 79 likes. I'll look back in 10 minutes to see how many people hit the like for T.
I'll see you upstairs.
Sounds good. I love you.
Love you.
So XRP right now, in time here, in the short time, I think we're looking to 51.5 cents. I really do. This looks like the fake J hook, which is never good. It could come up a little bit more, but it does look like a fake J hook. But anyhow, I can't only like one time, Tom. If I could, I would. Yes, exactly. You can only hit one time here. It's not like TikTok, where they let people hit a bunch of times and it's like an artificial inflator. I like it how it does on YouTube. 1 like per person. So here's the big news, everybody. And I know some people are disappointed, but you shouldn't be. You shouldn't be. Some Bank of America customers struggling with 0 accounts. Ooh. I've said last year that Bank of America would probably be one of the first big banks to fall because they're basically just working for Wells Fargo and JP Morgan and such. They kind of put Bank of America out there just as a tester. Ooh, I need to see that again for the marijuana. I wish I could relax, but I can't because I'm in this hotel in their business center. SEC files appeal in Ripple lawsuit. So the Securities and Exchange Commission first filed the lawsuit against Ripple Labs and both its founders in December 2020. TikTok likes really boost you in the algo. You should consider multi-stream. I should consider it. You're right. I should. But I feel like I like to put my attention on YouTube and then I just rerun it on TikTok and stuff. I don't know. I feel a certain line of dedication to YouTube the way I do it. And then I just kind of advertise on the other things. But I like this to be my home. There's a reason for it. I think YouTube gives you the most Real traffic. TikTok, you can get a 50 billion people on there, but they don't actually support you. So what's the point? I got 21,000 people on TikTok. 4 people are paid subscribers of Tom's Army. 4. That tells you all you need to know. And the platform doesn't support the actual, it doesn't work good with the influencer. I've got, here, you want to know what I'm talking about? Here you go. TikTok. This is why they don't work good with influencers. I've got a bunch of people who, let's just say they redo my account and then they, look, and then they disqualify my video. Look at video disqualified from the creator program. I mean, it only made $1.92, and then I think they put it back in because they said it wasn't original content. Let's see. Yeah, restored. See, restored in creator programs. But I have a bunch of people who they use my account, and I can show you guys after. And then when I reported them, and look what it says. People using my own damn name, Thomas Spica. We've reviewed the account and found that it doesn't violate community standards. This person, they're all redoing my content. Doesn't violate our community standards. You want to know who they say doesn't violate my community standards? And this is why I will never support TikTok. They're saying they don't violate the, right? They don't violate it. But this pisses me off because people get scammed. Look how many people, when you go on TikTok.
Do you know that you're on a video game?
Search XRP. I'm being serious. Look how many people are spamming me. Look at all these fake accounts with XRP Future Millionaire. It's ridiculous. Look at all these. And TikTok doesn't do anything. I report them, and what do? Some of these have thousands of followers. Look how many people emulate me. It's bullshit. And some of them have fucking 10, 20. One of them has me. I'm at the top, 21,000. That person's got 419 followers just perpetrating. That person, 1,300. Look how many these are. And they just play my content. And what does TikTok do? They say it doesn't violate the terms of service. Like bullshit. But Streamlabs, I believe, lets you stream to both platforms for free. The reach and views on TikTok are good and could migrate to your YouTube channel, but would risk the quality. That's the problem. Sir Smokes, that's exactly what I'm saying. I post these after. I post these after the TikTok, and then I also put on there so they can see that I'm live. This is what I do. Because there's 21,000 people that follow me on there for whatever reason. I just put like this. See how I put down... And look, look how many views this already got. 830 views on my live that I just said that I'm going to live. That's it. And that's got 800. So that at least could bring traffic to my live. And then on Facebook, I've got like 4,400 people following in the last 2 months. So it at least gives me reach. But anyhow, this is, let's read through this. So the United States Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, filed a notice of appeal in the Ripple lawsuit on October 2nd, 2024. Seeking to overturn an earlier ruling from Judge Annalisa Torres. Legal experts anticipated the regulatory agency's appeal of the 2023 verdict set by Judge Torres, which established that secondary sales of Ripple's XRP did not constitute security sales. Torres ruled that XRP was not a security in and of itself due to the digital asset's failure to satisfy all the conditions listed in the SEC's Howey test to classify a financial asset as an investment contract. Oh, dude, it doesn't work. The Great Falling, it doesn't work. I have copyright stuff on my actual account. And you have to agree not to put... They will ban my content and make me appeal it for having copyright infringement, but they won't penalize somebody for actually committing copyright infringement. They say they haven't violated anything. I think it's an act by TikTok. Think about it. On TikTok's platform, all the creator does is they promote a stupid product, and I refuse to do it. I get it every single day. I tell everybody... Don't ever buy a product off of there. I'm telling you right now, I get this look at this. Every single day. Look at all these collaboration things I get. Look at all this. Every day. Look at all these collaborator things. Never, ever, 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 ever buy a product off of there. Look at all this. I get this. You know how much money I can make if I just did this? I'd make so much money. It's insane. Look at the black seed oil I can make off of it. Every single thing they're offering me commission, free products. It's disgusting. That's all it turned into. So I I'm glad people found me on TikTok and came to YouTube, but as far as it being like a home, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. They're just ripping people off. It turned into one big advertising for products that are overpriced. Let's face it, you can buy them 75% cheaper everywhere else. Anyhow, United States District Court, Southern District of New York. Oh, they do us all dirty over there. I promise you. That's the fakest of information. They tell you to go to TikTok and they're trying to ban it because it's all the real info. No. They're not trying to ban anything, everybody. I promise you, they're not trying to ban anything there except the real info. I couldn't put a real video out there if my life depended on it. They would just block it. It's happened a million times. So they don't want truthers. They want to perpetuate the nonsense. You see what all the kids are doing. You see what all the adults are perpetrating, everything on TikTok. And I call it TikTok, not TikTok, because it's TikTok. TikTok, you're only a matter of time until you lose your own thought process. It's only a matter of time before you lose yourself being controlled on that platform. Notice of appeal to the United States Court of Appeals for the Second Circuit. Please take notice that Plaintiff Securities and Exchange Commission hereby respectfully appeals to United States Court of Appeals for the Second Circuit from the final judgment entered by this court on August 7, 2024. That's exactly it, Diamond. You are 100% right about that. That's what they did too. Like it's 125,000. You sold at 22 cents, and you missed that whole move up to almost $2. That was designed. That's by design. This whole thing's by design. It's crazy. It sure is right. I love it. All right. Let me finish reading this. Please take notice that Plaintiff Securities and Exchange Commission hereby respectfully appeals to the United States Court of Appeals for the Second Circuit from the final judgment entered by this court on August 7, 2024. And this was dated October 2nd, 2024, New York, New York, respectively, submitted by George Gerardo Tenrerio. And this is what happened. This is what happened. So, like, whether we want to acknowledge it or not, that's what happened. Flare up 17%. Hold on. I'm just going to tell everybody for an honest reason. So, yeah, flares up 17%. It's at 1.6 cents. Don't get too excited about it. When we bought flare at 0.008, does everybody remember where we sold? We bought at 0.008. And when I sold out earlier this year, and it was at about 5 cents, I said there's no reason to hold it. And everybody got mad at me, but I said as long as they keep giving you free flare, it's like them printing money into oblivion. The price has got no choice but to go down. If they're giving us free flare and voluntarily, let's just saying, overfilling the pool, what's the point of holding it? Why the hell would you hold it? If they're going to voluntarily keep creating, for every single person who owns it, they give every month, they give you free flare, the price is going to keep going down. That's different than XRP or Ripple just dumping it out of escrow. Like, honestly, like, so we sold at 5 cents after a run up of 0.008. It wasn't that bad of a run. We bought it down here in Winning Wednesdays and FOMO Fridays back in 23. I think it was like October or November of 23, somewhere back here. Yeah, October of 23. We sold it here in March. Never bought it back because I said there's no point. People got mad at me, but what the hell's the point? I'm not going to buy something that always... So I'm going to get free flare to hold it just so I can watch the price drop out by 75. No, thank you. Buy 6, appeal denied. Oh, if it got denied that quickly, it would be awesome. I don't know, but the price definitely jumped up here in the last couple minutes. If it got rejected that quick, I'm going to be disappointed because I was hoping it'd come to 51.5. Hold on, we'll do this. Denies, SEC, appeal. I don't think it could be that quick. I really don't think it could be that quick, but... Yeah, they just filed the notice of appeal 2 hours ago, so I don't think it could be that quick. So no, it hasn't been denied, unless you found a source that I have not seen yet. I would love to know, but this just seems like the standard operating bounce. Oh, ChatGPT, wow. If ChatGPT said it, but it can't be denied within 2 hours. It wouldn't even have reached the desk yet. It would be great, though, if Taurus was like, the hell with you. But I don't doubt that it's going to be denied. That's why I was targeting that 51.5. Now, are we going to miss that 51.5? Like, is it going to come up before it? It's possible. Like, I don't know if it's exactly going to hit that number, but that is where I was targeting. Could I be wrong? Sure. Maybe it came to 52.4. Ooh, legendary. That is legendary for sure. But yeah, it's going to have to stop and reverse at some point. So whether it comes to 51.5 or not, that's just where I was targeting for a trade. Because if you look at it, we're going to be massively oversold by the time it gets down there. Like, there is no doubt about that. 172 people watching and 127 likes. Look at that. We turned around the number from 172 and liked 127. That's good enough. I'll take that. I didn't know there was going to be this many people here. I mean, the market's tanking. But then again, you know, with the lawsuit and appeal announced and that kind of stuff, I guess I can understand. So first layer, you'd be looking at 55.3. Do we get or 55.4? Would that be rejected? And then would that allow us to come up to not quite 59, but let's see in real time. So what we could be looking at is to get a rejection here around 56.8 if we come past the 55.38. So, I think there's a good chance the judge denies it next week. It's pretty baseless, if you want to be honest. So let's see what like some of the Ripple crowd thinks about this. Let's see what like if Brad Garlinghouse or anybody of note made any stink about this. So let's see, Stuart Elderody. The SEC's decision to appeal is disappointing, but not surprising. This just prolongs what's already a complete embarrassment for the agency. The court already rejected the SEC's suggestion that Ripple acted recklessly, and there were no allegations of fraud, and of course there were no victims or losses. 2. Instead of faithfully applying the law, this agency, under this chair, continues to engage in litigation warfare against the industry. We are evaluating whether to file a cross appeal. Listen, everybody, how messed up is this? That Bitwise files for XRP ETF in Delaware, and then the very next day, this happens. Either way, and how ironic is it that they did this after Ripple dumped their escrow? Let them maximize on top dollar and then announce it. It's amazing. It's almost as if you didn't know any better. There was a massive amount of collusion. Either way, the SEC's lawsuit has been irrational and misguided from the start. And we're ready to prove that yet again in the appellate court, once again taking the lead for the industry. 3. Coincidence that the SEC enforcement director announced his resignation about an hour before this. Isn't that amazing? The SEC's enforcement director announced his resignation 1 hour before this happened. But like I always say, this is part of the big plan, folks, so don't get deterred. And we already read this. So James K. Phelan shared this. We read that already. This was Stuart Elderody, who shared that part. So let's see what everybody else says, part of the Ripple team. So we got Stuart Elderody. Let's see what Brad Garlinghouse said. We got to do our due diligence. 1 hour ago, if Gensler and the SEC were rational, they would have moved on from this case long ago. It certainly hasn't protected. Where the heck was this at? Where's Brad? Brad, where are you at? So if Gensler and the SEC were rational, they would have moved on from this case long ago. It certainly hasn't protected investors and instead has damaged the credibility and reputation of the SEC. Somehow they still haven't gotten the message. They lost on everything that matters. Ripple, the crypto industry, and the rule of law have already prevailed. While we'll fight in court for as long as we need, let's be clear, XRP status as a non-security is the law of the land today, and that does not change even in the face of this misguided and infuriating appeal. Remember, when the SEC tried unsuccessfully to file an interlocutory appeal, they made clear they had no intention of challenging XRP status as a non-security. And Stuart Elderody said, the SEC's decision to appeal is disappointing, as we already know. but not surprising. This just prolonged what's already complete embarrassment for the agency. The court already rejected the SEC's suggestion that Ripple acted recklessly and there were no allegations of fraud. So it's amazing. So let's keep listening to what some of the bigger voices and higher powers say in the Ripple landscape. Let's see. Fred Rispoli. He didn't say anything. Oh, 41 minutes ago. I don't think he gives a rat's ass about that. He's just kissing the nuts of John Deaton for his Republican seat, but where the hell is he at? Chris Larson, of course, is nowhere to be found because he seems to be starting a new token. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. That's not a joke. He really does seem to be starting a new token. Let's see if Johnny Deaton came outside himself to actually say something. Remember, he used to be the voice in all of this. So I was hoping he would. So normally, a candidate for U.S., I was just about to say, but because he's running, he might not say anything. And then look what he says. Normally, a candidate for U.S. Senate would probably not comment on the SEC government's decision to appeal a district court ruling. However, I'm not your typical candidate. And I spent hundreds of pro bono hours and over $75,000 of my own money fighting gross overreach and misconduct at the SEC. In this particular case, and on behalf of the 75,000 token holders, all I asked the Securities and Exchange Commission to do was agree that XRP itself was not a security. It wasn't a very big ask, considering Judge Castell and Telegram had specifically ruled that the Gram token, like Bitcoin, was nothing more than alphanumeric code and not the security. In addition to that ruling, 75 years of case law clearly established that anything could be packaged, marketed, offered, and or sold as a security. But the underlying asset or thing itself was never considered the security. Condos, Bitcoin, chinchillas, and groves were all previously packaged, marketed, offered, and or sold as securities. Doing so didn't turn Bitcoin itself or condos into a securities. Hell, even beavers were offered as investment contracts, yet beavers remained not transformed into unregistered securities. The arguments made by the Securities and Exchange Commission in the Ripple case involving XRP were akin to arguing that the oranges produced by the orange groves in Howie were unregistered securities, even if a consumer with no knowledge of the Howie company purchased oranges from a grocery store 1,000 miles away. The Securities and Exchange Commission made the absurd argument that the oranges embodied the security. Of course, the SEC couldn't cite a single case in history supporting its ridiculous assertion. A lifelong Democratic judge appointed by Barack Obama, which, if you guys think anything positive of Obama, I'm just going to have to stop you right there. Remember, Obama single-handedly signed in the bank mail-ins that are about to steal money from us in the next election. So when they tell us that the banks are upside down, remember, Obama signed it in 2011. It got put into law, signed into law. What a great president. What a great man. But he signed it into law, so we have to pay the banks to bail them out. So if we have $1 million in the bank and they decide 2%, so let's imagine you have $1,000 in the bank. They say you got to pay 2% to make the bank right. Well, you got to pay 2% of your $1,000. They say it's 5%, you got to pay 5%. Don't blame anybody else, but, where it belongs, the central banks and Obama. Agreed with my amicus brief and others, and ruled XRP itself is not a security, just as I predicted she would, on live television on Liz Clayman's show with Charles Gasparino. The judge overseeing discovery in the case ruled SEC lawyers lacked faithful allegiance to the law and essentially called them hypocrites. I called them downright unethical. Let's not forget SEC lawyers were sanctioned by a federal judge in the debt box case. Clearly, I'm not the only one who thinks so. Almost 4 years after suing Ripple and making the above ridiculous claims, SEC lawyers apologized in a different case for suggesting tokens themselves were securities. Because the SEC is pursuing an anti-crypto agenda, it will now waste more taxpayer money at Gary Gensler's disgrace. I'll interrupt breaking news. The SEC government has filed a notice of appeal in the Ripple case. Let's see what else everybody says. When you get all the information, You're gonna have to see all this. Some people will leave, but I don't know why. Don't you want to know what they're saying? Like me, I'd want to know what's going on. I think that's everybody. Yeah, seems good to me. Okay. So, I mean, that's a lot. There was a lot of talk. I got to go back soon, though, because I got to get back to what I'm doing. I'm still not home. But I want to read this, too. The Ripple expand, because I'm still out today until tomorrow. I got kicked off X, so nice to check. I'm not surprised. If you're any kind of a truther, X doesn't allow you. Ripple expands in UAE with regulatory approval from Dubai, becomes the first blockchain firm to secure DFSA license, enhancing cross-border payment services. So this was big news. Ripple, the global blockchain-based payments company, has achieved a significant milestone by securing a principal license from Dubai Monetary Service Authority, DFSA. The approval establishes Ripple as the first blockchain-based company to be licensed by the DFSA, marking a new phase in the firm's growth and regulatory achievements. The license allows Ripple to broaden its financial service across the United Arab Emirates, UAE expanding its operations beyond the Dubai International Financial Center, DIFC, into the other parts of the country. Just like everybody says that Elon Musk is this great person and yada, yada, yada. You mean the same person who's single-handedly creating a way to do a brain, basically transplant into your brain? So I don't even want to go into it, but come on, guys and gals. You ever watch the fucking Terminator? Excuse my French. You ever watch the Terminator? You ever watch the Terminator? This man literally created what you watched in the Terminator, and everybody praises him like he's some great person. I'm just saying. The newly obtained license grants Ripple the ability to offer enterprise-level digital asset infrastructure to a broader customer base in the UAE. A key element of this expansion involves launching Ripple's cross-border payment solutions, including the widely recognized Ripple Payments Direct (RPD) service. Initially established within the DIFC, this service will now reach more regions across the UAE, delivering faster, more cost-effective payment options for businesses. The Braden plan. Yeah, see, somebody knows what the fuck I'm talking about. Let's see. Ripple's push into the UAE market aligns with the long-standing goal to enhance cross-border payments by integrating regulatory compliance with ongoing investments into essential areas like liquidity and digital asset custody. By ensuring compliance with local regulations and maintaining robust liquidity frameworks, Ripple aims to offer smoother and more efficient financial services to business seeking to operate in a global climate. Lolio City Talent with a $5 donation. Well, the first donation, well, second one, because Kryptonian sent through Cash App, so that's the second one. That's incredible. Holding strong, but down about 10K in gains. Still up overall. Do you think, I got to read the rest of that. Ripple's journey, do you think we still partake in the bull run? Feels wrong to sell after this dump. Like I've told everybody, XRP's bull run hasn't started yet. So how far down we go? We're looking to see if we can hold that 51.5 cents, which is at 2018. And it'd be a true flip to support if it could hold this right now. This volatile swing down of about 21% so far. It'd be about 23 to 24% to hit 2018 support. That was resistance, but that I think is what ultimately is going to decide whether or not we do break down to that level or we go all the way back down to 40 cents. Now, I think it's less likely to go way down there. We're going to become very oversold here. No. Simply better. The true answer is probably not in 24. You could start pushing into it. You could start pushing into it by late 24, but I firmly believe the first real chance we get at any kind of real rally is 25, like the big rally. But I still believe, and some of you might unfollow me right now, and I've said this a million times, I still believe the real push comes between 2028 and 2032, and I'm not changing it. Like I said, I might be 49 years old by the time it happens. So be it. That's 8 years from now. If I got to be 49 years old, so be it. If it finalizes, that's just the way it's going to be. I've had to buy precious metals for the last 7, so this is nothing. Until 24, I haven't bought a single precious metal in the year of 24 because I was already set up for the run. Ripple's journey in the UAE began in 2020 when it established its regional headquarters in Dubai. Since then, the company has steadily increased its footprint in the Middle East, particularly with the DIFC. Ripple's expansion efforts have been bolstered by the favorable regulatory environment in the UAE, which has encouraged global companies to invest and scale their operations. Last year, Ripple achieved another major milestone when it secured approval for its XRP token to be used within the DIFC. This allowed licensed firms to incorporate XRP into their business models, further integrating Ripple's payment infrastructure into the region. The company's XRP token, which plays a central role in its payment solutions, has gained traction. Yada, yada, yada. I only wanted to share one more thing here because I've already read about this. So this is what I care about, the future prospects. So Ripple's regulatory approval in Dubai signals the company's ambition to continue growing its operations in the Middle East. With the in-principle DFSA license, Ripple is well positioned to expand its services across the United Arab Emirates and beyond, delivering faster, more secure cross-border payment solutions for businesses and financial institutions. The company's efforts to build partnerships, integrate its technology into regional markets, and foster blockchain adoption through educational initiatives will likely pave the way for further success in the region. In conclusion, Ripple's latest regulatory approval from the DFSA underscores its commitment to expanding in the UAE while maintaining compliance with local regulations. By leveraging its growing network of global licenses and partnerships, Ripple is set to continue playing a central role in the evolution of blockchain-based payment solutions in the UAE and the wider Middle East. And then one more thing I wanted to see is the crypto fear and greed index while we're right here. Somebody said it had dropped to like 40 something. Right now it is at, the crypto fear and greed index is at 42. Yesterday was neutral at 50. Last week, 59 greed. So, I mean, it's the old saying we always say, when it's greed, you sell. When it's fear, you buy. Right now it's at 54.4. The question here is, does it come all the way down to 51.5 where I was targeting? It's within the circled range, but I really want it to target 51.5 so we can hold that support. But I got to go, everybody. I'm still here with everybody because my son had his procedure today, which went fantastic. If you're looking to trade XRP or your favorite crypto, go in the video description below or my homepage, and you can find that with BITUNIX and or HOTCOIN. Please like this before you leave and share this on social media, and I hope to see you back here in the future. But I do have to go. I'm glad we were able to do this update. A lot of information was shared over the last 52 minutes. Have a blessed evening, and I'll be home tomorrow, so we should have a live. I'll do the update in the morning, but I'm pretty sure I'll be doing a live tomorrow night unless I'm just exhausted. So thank you all so much for the well wishes. Yes, it did go great indeed. I'm blessed I'm very happy that it went the way it did. So everybody have a very, very blessed evening, and we will have safe travels tomorrow. I appreciate everybody. Oh, yeah. And you know what, everybody? When we're blue, when we're down, and when everybody can hear me in this hotel lobby, you know what time it is. I know what time it is. You know, even in the times of uncertainty, this is going back to 2021. Look at all this. We've done this for a very long time. So before we leave, ladies and gentlemen, do you know what time it is? Just out of curiosity, do you know what time it is? Because I know what time it is. Ladies and gentlemen, the sunny days are here again. Oh, sunny days. Oh, what a day. Oh, sunny days. Oh, what a day. I wear glasses 'cause I can't see a motherfucking thing. Happy days, oh happy days, oh what a day, oh happy days, oh what a day. XRP will reign supreme. Let's just not get caught in the FUD. Oh, we're gonna crash, and we did, and we will, and we have, and we did again today. Oh yeah. Stay true, stay blessed, don't sell because of FUD, don't give up because we fall, don't leave, stay true. It's just like every cycle, everybody. It's always the same in every cycle. They get rid of the weak hands, and the rest of us who are left standing in the right times end up smoking the cigar, they smoke the stogie, and what do we live off of? The blood of others, unfortunately. You buy the blood, but you sell the greed. Buy the blood, sell the greed. Keep that in mind. You can't fail. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. And I'll leave you with this. I said this clean one time, this song I just sang. Oops. Sorry about that. So, for the person who made me for this back in 2021, this goes out to you, and I'll see you guys all again later on.
Sunny days.
Hashtag be better, do better in the comments if you made it until the end.
Sunny days, here again. Sunny days, here again. Sunny days, here again. I wear glasses 'cause I'm so cool. I can't.
Bull run couldn't be canceled because we're still in a bear market. Watch better influencers if you think we're in a bull market.
Here again. Sunny days, here again. Sunny days, here again. Sunny days. Throwing Tom's on me for $9.99 a month.
Have a blessed evening, everybody. Bringing India on the way out.